Hey everybody, how's it going out there? This is Rob Will and I'm sitting here with Chris Laird, an author out of Detroit, Michigan. Chris, how's it going?
Good, how are you, man?
Everything's pretty good.
All right.
You know what, first off, I want to tell everybody about you. So what can you tell me about yourself? Where you're from Detroit, Michigan?
Yes, I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I was born in Detroit, Michigan, and I grew up right around the Livernois, Woodward area. I stayed in Detroit for about 12 years and moved out to Southfield when I was 12. I've been out there, ever since. Love my city, love the metropolitan area, love going to the museums, love hanging out downtown Detroit, Midtown, doing things like that, experiencing the growth of downtown Detroit and the growth of Detroit, period. So I really enjoy the city and the growth that it's making right now.
Oh, okay. What school did you go to?
I graduated Wayne State University with a bachelor's in psychology.
Oh.
I'm currently going for my master's in psychology. I have about a year to go, a year to finish up, so looking forward to getting that all said and done. But mental health and psychology, those are one of my other passions, is helping people communicate better, and just trying to find out how people tick and how to make their lives a little bit better.
Oh, that's perfect. A lot of people need that. So as far as writing, how long have you been writing?
Oh man, I've been writing since I was 8 years old. I actually, when I was a kid, I used to write movie scripts. I had the old school 1980, the computer paper with the green stripes in the back.
With the tear off on the side of the dots?
With the tear off, And I would actually draw pictures of the script and how I want the kids in the neighborhood to act on the film and do all these different types of things. Yeah. So I was writing scripts when I was a young kid. And then when I got into a teenager, I started actually, writing, actual stories and things like that. And it's kind of like a release for me a little bit, because I feel like I can convey a story that, I like, that people could be interested in, and that they could involve themselves in and want to, and they can't wait to get to the end of the book.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. So, as far as writing, and a lot of people have motivation as far as reading. And like for myself, I actually like to read more of self-help and instructional books. So of course, that's why I ended up going in the direction of learning how to do more things like photography and things of that nature. And for you, you ended up becoming an author. So what did you read that motivated you to start writing? Like what were your favorite types of books?
Oh, you know what? When I was a kid, it was science fiction. It was science fiction all the way. It was science fiction all the way. The thing with science fiction is like there's a lot of mystery. There's a lot of unknown elements out there in the universe that people still want to explore. There's black holes. There's stars blowing up in the universe, and scientists still can't explain today why these things are happening.
Right, like supernovas.
Right, supernovas, exactly, and just other alien races. The universe is just trillions of light years long, so you got to think there has to be some type of life or something else out there. Yeah. So that always intrigued me, and I just grew up just watching Star Trek, and Quantum Leap was also one of my favorite shows. Quantum Leap was an awesome show.
Yes, it was.
And I wasn't too big on the ending, how it ended, but I was always a big fan of the show, though.
You know what? And not to say spoiler alert because I didn't watch it, but I never saw how it ended.
Yeah, Sam Beckett, he ended up still traveling in time. Like, he never went back home or anything like that. But the good thing about the ending was Sam was able to reunite Al with his wife.
Okay.
Because his wife thought that Al had died in the war, and that towards the end he was able to reunite Al with his wife.
Okay.
So it was a good ending, but I would like to see Sam go home because I think he had enough.
that was literally his mission the entire time, trying to find his way home.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So I remember that part. I just know that it was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, Quantum Leap I loved it. Yeah. Come on Wednesday nights, I think 8 or 9 o'clock, and I was sitting in front of that TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like My Secret Identity. I don't know if you remember that show. Do you remember that?
I don't think so.
Oh no, it was like a young boy. He was more bionic,
Okay.
and there was a scientist who was just teaching him how to be more super. But I mean, it was
Okay.
yeah. For another time, we'll talk about
Okay,
that. Maybe we'll talk about make a show about our favorite TV shows or whatnot. Do something like that in the '80s. But yeah, back to topic. Your book. What is it titled?
It's called Origins.
Origins?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, explain Origins.
Origins, it's interesting how this all kind of came about because I actually started writing this book when I was 15 years old. So this goes back to like 94, 95 when I started writing it. And back then the title wasn't even, it was called something else. Universal Armageddon was the original title.
Right.
But I wrote it when I was 15, stopped when I was 17, and then I started going off to college and working and doing other things. So actually the book just kind of took a back burner. And the amazing thing about it was I had moved maybe 5 or 8 times since 95.
Right.
And out of all the books and everything that I lost, I still had that manuscript. That manuscript was still there. It followed me everywhere that I went.
So it's just that one. It just stayed with you.
Yeah,
Right? You just have to complete me.
Yeah, it just stayed with me. And I went to my closet about a year ago, and I'm still looking at this. I'm like, wow, I wrote this when I was 16. Because the notebook I had was from Arbor Drugs. They had an old Arbor Drugs tag on the
Man, you just said Arbor. It was like Arbor or like Perry Drug or something.
Right.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
Yeah, so, and I said, you know what? I wanted to get this thing published because I've been wanting to do it for like so long because I was so excited when I was writing it when I was a kid.
So, what is it about? If you can explain, like, if you can compare it, what would you compare the story to? Like, if it was even like a motion picture, like, what would you explain it like? It meets one story meets another story, or how would you explain Origins?
Yeah, Origins is interesting. It's great. It's like a Star Trek meets Indiana Jones type of novel.
Yeah.
It's hardcore science fiction.
Yeah.
And on the other end, the Indiana Jones part, you have a lot of adventure, a lot of archaeology, a lot of Egyptian hieroglyphics, a part of the story too.
Okay.
Looking for artifacts. So it's total nonstop action.
Yeah.
Lots of mystery.
Yeah.
Lots of things going on, assassinations, and it's a very intriguing novel. So if you like Indiana Jones, you'll love this. If you like Star Trek, you'll love this.
Okay. So without giving away too much, tell me something about the story without giving away too much, where someone would be like, okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, the novel, it's pretty much about, there's a big war going on,
Yeah.
and this is in the 27th century. Earth has been destroyed. Earth doesn't even exist anymore.
I'm surprised it even. I'm surprised it's not going out.
Right. Yeah, me too.
Right.
Yeah. But there's a war going on, trillions light years away. It's between the humans and the aliens. The humans are losing the war. This advanced alien race called the Ramazador, they're really advanced, have advanced weaponry, strategic skills. The humans are totally outmatched, so they're barely hanging on to life. So they're trying to figure out how we're going to win this war. So Michael Stratford, he's the hero of the story. He's the captain of the Horizon. So the Horizon's like the flagship.
Okay.
The military is called the Delta Corps, and Stratford's part of the Delta Corps.
Yeah.
And although Stratford is fighting this battle, he doesn't know why.
Okay.
The higher ups in the military are telling Stratford and all the other officers, okay, we need to kill the Ramazadors, we need to find a way. But nobody knows why the Ramazadors are going from planet to planet, destroying planets. They're killing civilizations. They're just causing just mass hysteria all over the galaxy.
And the readers are going to have to find out why.
Exactly.
They're going to have to find out why. I'm not going to tell you anymore. But yeah, that does sound completely interesting. Like, I will definitely pick it up.
Okay.
So when will this book be available?
It should be available in the first quarter of 2017. The book is being edited right now.
Okay.
And we're still working on the cover. And the cover should be done hopefully by December 28th. I'm hoping it should be done. That's been the most difficult part, just getting the cover done.
Right.
But the first quarter of 2017, expected to be out.
Okay, okay, cool indeed. That's no problem at all. So where can we see your stuff online? Or
Yeah, you can go to www.chrislaird.net. That's CHRISLAIRD.net. All my interviews are on there. I also have a movie trailer on there too.
no, really?
So there's a movie trailer on the site. I have I did some other interviews on radio, so there's some radio interviews on there. And there's also, the Huffington Post did a story on me over the summer on my novel. So you can actually go to my website and you could click the link to the Huffington Post and you can read that. You can read that article. And there's a synopsis of the story. You can look on it as well. There's updated news and there is even pictures of the characters on the website. So fans can go to the website, just check it out every week, for updates and when the book will be officially out. But we're expecting it first quarter of 2017.
All right. Well, you heard it here from author Chris Laird in his book Origins, which is coming out early 2017. Make sure to go to the website, www.chrislaird.net, for more information. I'm Rob Will, and I'm signing out. Southern Utopia, Mad Media.